So let's talk about some of the symptoms that an individual with a prostate disease may have when a man has a feeling of incomplete bladder emptying, feel that some urine is still there even after urinating. Some people even have blood in their urine. So let's talk about prostate health. This is a very important topic, very important for men over the age of 40 especially. Ignoring the symptoms that come with prostate disorder could be dangerous, could actually lead to complications. Okay, if you are a man or even if you are a woman, you need to watch this video to know what matters about prostate health. This information is very important. So what is the prostate? The prostate gland is walnut like gland situated somewhere in the bladder, and it's an organ that actually produces fluid and some nourishing components that nourish the sperm, also protects the sperm. Of course, you know what the sperm does, how important the sperm is. Okay, the causes of prostate disease or disorder can actually be classified as an infection of the prostate known as prostatitis. It could also be a normal enlargement with age, a benign prostatic hyperplasia, or to the extreme it could be a cancer of the prostate gland. And each of these conditions have similar symptoms, but there are some defining symptoms for benign prostatic hyperplasia and when it is actually a prostate cancer. So let's talk about some of the symptoms that an individual with a prostate disease may have. Some of these symptoms include frequency of urination, especially at night when you find yourself going to urinate frequently or waking up more than 3 times to urinate. This could be a symptom of a prostate disease. The other symptoms include the difficulty that comes with passing urine, which is straining. Some people have that difficulty. Also, when urine comes, it may split, not come as a stream. So there may be poor stream, and then there may be splitting of the urine from the male genital organ. Some people experience pain when urinating, a burning sensation when urinating. When a man has a feeling of incomplete bladder emptying, feel that some urine is still there even after urinating. Some people even have blood in their urine. These are some of the symptoms. Interestingly, if you may know, some people experience inability to achieve or even sustain erection. These are some of the symptoms. So to differentiate the different types, whether due to prostatitis or due to the normal enlargement of the prostate or an abnormal enlargement, talking about a cancer, there are different symptoms to look out for, and in another video I will differentiate this condition. So for the sake of time, what should you do? What should you be doing if you have any of these symptoms? You need to see your doctor as soon as possible and let your complaints be known to your doctor so that a proper check can be done on you and relevant investigations to determine the cause of your symptoms. So apart from a clinical examination where the doctor will examine you generally and may even check your prostate, there will also be a need to do some tests, including prostate specific antigen. You'll also be asked to do some radiological investigations like an abdominal scan, a scan of the prostate, and even to check for the ability or the volume of urine that you're able to retain after voiding urine. So what are the natural ways to protect your prostate? What are the natural ways to protect your prostate? Eat healthy diet. Balanced diet is key. It applies to everyone generally, and especially if you have the risk of developing a prostate disease. Tomatoes, vegetables, are essential for you. Next is staying active. You need to be active, you need to be exercising. This has been found to be helpful in the prevention of prostate disease and, of course, many other disease conditions. Next, limit alcohol intake. If you can stop alcohol, that will be very fine. And also reduce consumption or stop entirely consumption of processed foods. These kinds of foods are highly inflammatory: fried foods, processed foods, even some drinks that will not help your prostate health. So avoid them, and you can replace them with more healthy foods and drinks, especially water. So stay hydrated. Water will be helpful, helps to remove toxins, help to cleanse your system of unnecessary substances in your body. Don't ignore your prostate health. Early detection is key. Consult with your doctor for proper examination and management of your symptoms. If you like what you've watched, if you need more tips, kindly drop a comment in the comment section. You can ask a question related to this topic or any other health topic. Remember to subscribe so that you can get regular notifications when I come up live. Remember to share this video with a loved one, a man in your world. See you in the next video. Bye for now.